where I come from. Well, I'm gonna walk and leave you behind. I'm gonna walk 'cause you made me love you. Can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows. You're gonna walk 'cause you say you love me. You're gonna walk and leave me alone. I let you roam, you soon realize I've got another place to go. Can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows that you're no good for me. Well, you're no good for me. I trust the mountain, she gives me pride. Well, I speak to her like she's my bride. She doesn't play any games, she doesn't laugh at me. She just listens and she knows. I can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows. I can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows.
Hey everyone, welcome to Live at Chance's House. This is a special interview for season 1, episode 27. 27. Man, Xavier, didn't you come on here at like episode 7?
I think so. I was
Wow.
very early on.
Early on interview, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, this is Xavier Valdez. If you guys remember from back in the day, which seems like it's been forever ago. Hey, we listened to and got an opportunity to hear one of his songs. It was a song that caught on early and something that I really dug, a song called Responsible. And we played it here at Live at Chance's House. Well, here's what's going on now. Xavier's come back and we are talking again because he has a brand new EP release. It's called Sun, and it's got 4 tracks on it, and they're all great. Now, here's the really cool thing. At the end of this interview, we are going to world premiere, because it's going to come out tomorrow, actually. So Thursday night, tonight on live at Chance's house. We're going to world premiere the video for RTS. And let me tell you, this thing is amazing. It's amazing. So Xavier, tell me what's going on, man. What's happening?
Yeah, I when you heard Responsible, I was pretty eager to get back into the writing. And I've always been anti-EP, anti-album, because I thought single, that's what everybody really wants. But I thought, how am I going to keep on putting out singles if nobody really knows? Like, they say, okay, he has a style, but like, what is my style collectively into, just a number of songs? So, you know what? I'm going to try this EP thing. And so I started just kind of recording demos, sending it to some friends. It didn't really have the wow factor, and I hit up one of my old guitarists, who I'm actually still working with now for my previous band, but now he's my partner in this. And I sent him some tracks, and he's like, "Oh yeah, let me just throw some guitar in there," and I know exactly what to do. I'm like, "Really? Okay." So he did it so this four track EP. First song on there is called Sun. It's EP name. Next song is RTS. Third song is Colorado, and then I threw in Responsible in there. And it all follows a specific storyline to fit my life for what I've been going through this past year, I guess. So yeah, I just eager to work and eager to execute, and it took a while, but I did it. So I'm really happy about that.
So when did the songs, okay, so at the time that you had Responsible out, did you have these songs completed yet, or were they just kind of ideas in your head?
They were tracked in GarageBand, actually, that like I was using my brother's computer because I didn't have a computer. I recently got a computer. I didn't have a computer. I had a garage. I just using GarageBand and like kind of just tracking the demos, but it was just the demo, right? And so once I transferred everything into my new computer, I'm like, okay, now I can get to work and like fine tuning these little things. So I had the demos, and actually Colorado took me the longest because of all the things that I wanted it to sound like that I couldn't do in GarageBand. Now I'm using Logic. So yeah, it just, they were demos, but they were not complete.
I have labeled you, to my friends that have asked me, I have labeled you as indie rock. Is that the best description?
I think so. I feel like, I was actually talking to my guitarist about this. I feel like I lie in the middle ground of indie and pop, because we came from a pop band, but I don't want to make straight pop music. But for some reason, some of that just has transferred over. I like right on the cusp, not too indie and not too poppy. I like being right in the middle. I think it's really cool.
There was a lot of bands that I watched, and the show ran for like 20 years. But one of my favorite shows back when I'd stay late up at night was Last Call with Carson Daly. Yeah. And for the last 4 or 5 years, before that show ran out, they would always show these bands live at the Troubadour, and a lot of them kind of followed the same path. And I really got into that music, which is why when I heard your stuff, I'm like, ooh, that's good. I like that.
Cool.
And so it's definitely got that feel, and I would actually even classify it sort of as that Southern California indie rock sound. And
yeah, totally.
It's catchy. And listen, we're gonna play some stuff, guys, so you guys are gonna hear it. We're also gonna play another tune for you. We're gonna play Colorado here in just a minute. We're gonna talk a little bit about that song, and then we're gonna play the video for RTS at the end of this interview.
Awesome.
World premiere, first time ever.
I know. First time for anyone else. For anyone else, hell yeah.
Well, there's benefits, fringe benefits of knowing someone. So, what are you most proud of?
I did a little story on my Instagram. I think just being heard, like I go from early recordings of early demos, and sending it to my dad, and my dad kind of just shitting on me and saying like, boy, who told you can sing? You need to stick to playing bass, all this stuff, really getting down on myself. And I thought, you know what? Maybe that's just not the song for me. But I almost gave up. I was in the band. I was like, I have the band. I don't need to do my own stuff. I was almost embarrassed for even starting my own stuff. As soon as the band dissolved, I still got to work. Like, I can't stop. I love making music. I love tracking. I love doing everything, and I wanted to keep doing it. And so I think I'm most proud of just like, you know what, toughing it out, doing vocal exercises, and trying to find a voice that flows with my music. And I think just the way I've been creating these songs the way I've wanted to, and also taking advice from friends and like, you know, getting their 2 cents, and some I do like, and I'll try things out. And, you know, I don't know everything, you know, obviously I don't have a #1 hit on the radio. So I'll just try whatever I can try until something sticks. But I think I'm just most proud of just now my ability to sing better and tracking, you know, just hearing sounds and nailing the style. So, yeah.
Well, that's actually, for me, what's the most impressive part of this, because as we've gotten to know each other, and, you know, we have talked several times now about music and working on actually some stuff. We might talk about that here in a minute.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, for me, I've been always a singer. And so in the last, you know, few years, and yeah, I've written songs or whatever, but I've felt exactly the same way as you have. Yeah. And I think most artists do. And I think that the tenacity of just keeping after it and doing it, and not being afraid to fail. I mean,
yeah,
you've watched Live at Chance's House. I mean, come on. I was playing Silent Lucidity like Queensryche the other night, and I completely butchered that song, but I don't care. Someone asked for it, and I was like, that's great. I want to do it because
totally.
it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be.
Yeah, totally.
But the thing that, you know, I want you to know for me, and this is coming from a fan first, because I heard your song and I went, I like that. Outside of the fact that we know each other, because I didn't really know you that well at the time.
That's right. Yeah.
And I mean, now that I know your process,
yeah,
the beats are yours. And you've said that. I'm really proud of the beats that I make. You play multiple instruments, and you've got a very unique sound. So your voice, I think your voice is great because it fits what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have a very specific tone, like the tone that goes through your songs, and everything from the reverb to, you know, how the delays work, how you fit it in.
Right.
I even remember commenting on one of these tracks. You asked me, you said, "Hey, what do you think?" I said, it sounds sort of like the one that you did before, but it's not quite there.
Right.
I knew that you were trying to put together a thing.
Right. Totally.
But listen, your talents are immense, and this is why, for me personally, I mean, I'm a fan of you. I mean, I admire your stuff too, because it makes me want to be a better musician. Yeah. I don't have the same kind of talents. I think I sing pretty good and I play okay guitar, but man, you're doing some stuff that just, to me, is amazing, that I want to learn how to do and get better at it. We're going to play Colorado.
Cool.
Give me the 30-second version.
30-second version of Colorado and what it means. I think I'm 29 now, for everybody that cares. I feel like, and I know I shouldn't view this as an accomplishment, but I feel like I've lost out on love because I'm so focused on wanting to accomplish the music thing and develop a career in this. I feel like I've just put it in the back burner, but I still obsess over it. I obsess over it so much that I have to say something about it, because I don't really know what love is, and I don't really know, like, intimately with another person. I know what obsession is because I have obsessed over someone, but I haven't found love, I think. And so here's my loss of love with Colorado.
Well, that's a great segue to the song. So everyone, right here, live at Chance's house, Colorado. All right. Well, listen, everyone, for those of you who just came in, or maybe you came even in the middle of that song, that is Colorado by Xavier Valdez. He is our interview tonight. And wow, this is just, man, I'm so proud of you. I really am.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
I'm just excited. And plus it's
Yeah.
new music, and it's just,
totally.
it's great. It's such a great feeling.
Yeah,
And
totally.
And I love it. I bought the EP. I listen to it. I dig it. To me, it's great driving music. It's just kind of
totally.
it's kickback music too at the same time.
Totally.
It's perfect for my mood on the way into work. I mean, guys, if you haven't, if you don't know anything about it, go to Apple Music, go to Google Play, go to Spotify, go wherever you can. But first off, you want to hear it before you buy it. You can get it on the streamers, right? But go to Apple Music. Look, it's a great value. It's $3.96. Okay, $4. It's less than the cost of a grande latte at Starbucks. All right.
Totally.
So go get yourself some Xavier Valdez. Check it out. He's got a lot of other stuff that's on there as well that you might dig. And I think that I can tell you 100% that you can appreciate the music. And it's great stuff. So go check it out. Go to Apple Music, go to Google Play. I'm sure it's available on Amazon.com as well. Look for Sun by Xavier Valdez, and that song was Colorado. Okay, so what do we got coming up? First off, we need to talk about RTS because the video is going to come up at the end of this interview.
Right.
All right, let's plug your guy. I just looked him up too on Instagram. His name's Ty
Metcalf. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, Metcalf.
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
I did my homework.
Yeah. He is so amazing. Oh my God, such a cool guy. The first time I met with him at a brewery, we just spoke for like 4 hours, having beer and just getting really personal without me even I wasn't expecting it, but we just got really into great conversations about religion and politics, and it was supposed to be about the video, but we really got to know each other. He's become one of my really good friends, and we actually had switched between songs. Finally, he heard RTS, and he's like, "I want to do a video for this song." I said, "Okay." Nice. And he's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Dude, just put me in slow-mo and like have me dancing sometimes. I don't know, man." So he had this whole idea. He's like, "All right, I'll figure it out." And he nailed it. Oh my God, he nailed it.
All I know is that you sent me like a 3-second clip and you're like, "Dude, we've got drones." And I'm like, what's going on with this?
So
like,
totally.
I made a video in my house.
That's awesome. I love that.
I think that's great, and the scenery looks great, and the promo video that you've done on Instagram is catching on, man. It's getting some likes and people are interested, and I think it's going to be fantastic, and I think it's really going to drive some people to go check it out.
Totally.
So we're getting ready to show that here in just a little bit, everyone, and but let's talk about it before we get into it. So RTS. I know you told me, unless you want to keep it secret, you might have told me, but what's RTS stand for?
Rather Too Soon.
Rather Too Soon. And so what's this one about?
So as far as, and here I go again with feelings and dating, as far as when I date, I feel like it's either I get into this moment where, okay, what's next? Because this is just not what I want anymore. And then it kind of dissolves, and then I reflect in it, and this song will reflect. I kind of ask myself, but I also would like to ask that person, but we don't have any contact anymore. I say, do you feel like this has eluded rather too soon? So and I'm just going through my feelings with this song. Just this is kind of who I am, but I don't it's almost I like, but I don't like it. I'm just this very how would you say, a stream of consciousness type of feel. So I'm just talking and rambling.
So do you not to get too Sigmund Freud here, but would you say that you'd like the thrill of the chase, but you're slightly afraid of commitment?
Yes. Oh yeah. I like new and exciting things, but like, that's what I ask. That's where I cross. Like, is this really what am I like? What do I really want? And I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't know. So, and instead of like really I can't really talk to many people about it. I'll write about it and I'll put it in a song. And this is who I am, guys. And here are my funky beats.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, listen, the whole EP, like he said at the beginning of the interview, it's a combination. It's bringing everything together. It's
Right.
putting it out there. This is who I am. Here's some personal emotions. This is my music. This is me singing. This is all me. And to hell with everyone else and what they think.
Right.
And I'm here to tell you that you need to go out and you need to buy it. All right. First of all, it's $4. So what's that going to kill you? Second
Right.
thing is that you might actually like it, and it's stepping out a little bit. I personally like this kind of music, so for me it was no stretch.
Right.
But I will tell all of my friends that I kind of know your styles and what you like and what you don't like. There's some throwback in there.
Yeah, I think
You know?
people would like. I've gotten the most positive response from Colorado and RTS. Colorado because you got little distorted country guitars somewhat in the background. RTS is just a little bit more vibey, I guess. So
It is. For the best example that I can give the people that are watching this, when I heard RTS, my first thought was Gorillas.
cool. Yeah, that's right.
And I dig the hell out of Gorillas. I've seen them in concert. I've got all their stuff. I just like that stuff. And that's what it kind of feels like to me, but it's a little less Brit,
Right.
So
Totally.
it's definitely got his flavor, and it's got some great undertones of the guitar, and you hear the bass and it mixes great with the beat. And it doesn't sound, I'll tell you what it is for me. Like, I think of music, and it doesn't sound fake.
Right.
Like it sounds like you put, I know you did, but you put work into it, but it sounds like you put effort to make it sound, hey, this is not just me on a computer putting some beats together.
Totally. Yeah.
There's love in these songs, and it definitely shows.
That's awesome. Love that.
All right, so do we talk about Noisy Elephants?
I think we should bring it up. I think it's a good time for sure.
I think it's a good time.
Yeah.
So there's a few people that may have been that might have gotten on, because there's a few hits. I mean, I haven't pushed it out there, but our Instagram page has a few things, and all it says is making noise.
Yeah.
So you guys have heard me talk about this before on the show, and I've told you that I've got some collaboration going on and some things that are happening. So not too long after Xavier and I started talking, we were like, hey man, we should maybe do something, but we really didn't know what capacity.
Right.
So I threw out, I had this song. I'm not even liking it right now. I'm going to rewrite it, but I had this song and I sent him a video, and he's like, okay, yeah, I can maybe work with that. And I wasn't feeling it anyway. So we left it alone. Like a month later, I was like, hey man, I wrote a song and I want to do something. I want to make it kind of funky, and I need some help because I can't do that stuff. And then Xavier came on. He's like, well, I've kind of wanted to do like this sort of Western theme, and kind of like a cool beats with sort of like a Western theme. And so the song's not really it is kind of,
it's got different elements, I'm just trying to complement your voice into everything. So
so we're collaborating, and we're gonna have a song out, and we're probably gonna have a song out sooner than later. I would think that by the time it gets done, and after we get it mixed, mastered, and produced and put it out there, I would bet on a early October-ish.
Absolutely. Probably even sooner than that.
Well, I mean, by the time we get it done.
Totally.
So for you guys that want to know, and you've been curious about what's happening, I've taken the song Shining Through, and I've played it on live at Chance's house, and I've been working on it, and I finally got it down. As soon as I got it down, the demo that I've showed on here, I sent it to X, and I was like, hey man, this is the one. It's getting close. It's going to be awesome. And then I'll re-record the vocals, and we might add some other funky stuff. But we were trying to think about the band name, and we went back and forth. We're like, well, what the hell is it going to be? And so the band name
Noisy elephants.
Noisy elephants. It's just obscure enough that no one's going to know what it means, but
I think that's perfect.
I think
I think that's perfect.
I actually think it's perfect. And then the swag, I think I'm more excited about the swag.
Yeah, totally.
We've got some, funky tribal elephant gear that we could make and whatever else. And but just kind of the idea of let's make some noise.
Yeah.
And it's majestic though. The elephant is majestic. And
right.
I Googled it too, just to see.
Yeah.
I was like, I Googled noisy elephants.
Right.
And apparently they're really not all that noisy in real life. That they only get upset and they make noise if someone's like coming after their baby elephants.
Totally.
Other than that, they kind of just, wander around and they wander to the beat.
Well, with us, we're just trying to make some music. So
So I think it's going to be cool because while I brought this one to the table, it might be something where, down the road, Xavier might have something. Maybe I get to add just some backing tracks or whatever. But I've got music, and it may end up being kind of like the remix band, where it's like, hey, we put these ideas together collaboratively and we put it out as this thing.
Right.
But I mean, I may very well record the song, and it's sort of like you got bands that go out there, they put out a song, and the next thing you know, Oakenfold remixed it, and it becomes a hit.
Right. Totally.
Because it fits into different people's stuff. Quite frankly, I like the song enough as it is right now that I probably won't. But it's just one of those things where it's a really cool mesh of I guess you could say old school, new school.
Yeah. Totally.
All right. So enough about that, guys. When we get closer and we can actually promote something, then we'll do this again, and we'll talk about. We'll do the official and tell you about all the stuff. We'll leave it alone for now. You guys put that away because we're not done yet. All right, we're getting ready to put the video up for RTS. So Xavier, the final word's yours. What do you want to say? How you want to exit out of here? And by the way, this is out tomorrow. This comes out tomorrow officially. Yeah. We doing it YouTube, Vivo?
I'm gonna do YouTube. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's going on YouTube. What is your YouTube page?
I think you would just type in Xavier Valdez. Okay. There is a YouTube topic about me, and there's also my page. Final words though. You know what? I'm just so happy that this EP is out, and like I was telling you, I'm ready to move on. So I'm gonna be drilling on this Noisy Elephants, and I'll work on my own singles here and there. But I'm ready to move on, and this is great. I'm glad to be making music. So no restrictions, and I love that.
Well, that sounds great. There's a lot to be excited about. Okay, guys, here's what I need you to do. First off, I need you to go to Apple Music, Google Play, or anywhere else you can find digital downloads, and I need you to go purchase Sun. It's the latest EP from Xavier Valdez. Tonight, we're going to watch RTS, and the world premiere video. Tomorrow, it'll be on YouTube as a premiere as well. In the meantime, check out his Instagram page. I'll have that posted along with his website as well, and give you all the links to where you can find all of the stuff. So cool. Once again, Xavier, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me, dude. And
seriously, thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this. I mean, my little show over here isn't much, but you know what? I would love to promote you in any way I can. I'm glad that I can do it.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, guys, this is RTS.